Hello and welcome to Viking Views. I'm Courtney Campbell. The men's soccer team is another win closer to winning the NAIA National Tournament. Viking Views' Felix Alvarado reports on how the men are making their way to becoming champions.
This past Saturday, Missouri Valley College hosted the first round of the national tournament. They played against Mount Mercy from Iowa. The weather was not on their side as they played in a cold environment, but that didn't stop the fans from attending the game to cheer on their favorite player.
It was cold, but the atmosphere was awesome. Everyone knew what type of game it was, and everyone showed up. We weren't quite loud. I think everyone was just trying to stay together and be warm, but you could tell that there was definitely a playoff atmosphere. Look, there's probably too many to almost pick from, you know. You got to love Raul and Carlos, kind of just anchoring the back when Raul pushes up. They get underneath the opponent's skin, so that's always good as well. But no, I love them all, and they're all great guys.
The final score was 4-0, with Valley shutting down Mount Mercy's offense. George Lindbergh said the win was pretty easy, and he's excited about going on to the next round.
Ranked number 3 in the nation, I think we've got a really good chance. We've got a great squad this year, so hopefully we can push further than we've ever pushed before.
George also talked about how the fans play a role in the team's success.
They've definitely helped us in the postseason. We've seen a lot more fans coming down, and it does really mean a lot to us to hear the fans chanting.
The men's soccer team will travel to Florida to play the rest of the tournament. Felix Alvarado, Viking Views.
The team is in Florida to pursue the championship, and although the men's soccer team is in Delray Beach, Florida for the NAIA National Tournament, Missouri Valley College held a watch party for students to watch the MVC take on Biola University from California in the second round. About 100 students showed up to watch the game, snacks, friends, and 3 projectors filled the room. Valley came from behind to beat Biola 3-2. The game went into overtime and was settled with a goal late in the second half of overtime by Mark Heeman. With the win, the Vikings advanced to the quarterfinals of the tournament, where they defeated the Rocky Mountain 3-0 to earn their first trip ever to the national semifinals, which is on Friday, December 4th. The percentage of Americans developing liver cancer has been rising slowly for several decades. Liver cancer is the leading cause of cancer deaths worldwide. Viking Views' Alicia Winston reports on how one MVC student beats the disease.
It started with normal headaches that eventually turned into migraines. In the month of November in 2008, 14-year-old Marcellus Beard was diagnosed with liver cancer.
During a sports physical, they found it, and it was for basketball tryouts, and I was just laying down, and the doctor went over my stomach and saw a lump that was coming out of my stomach, about the size of like an orange maybe, and they said that the next day I would have to go in for an echo. The next morning, they had me go into this dark room, and they went over my tumor with the ultrasound, and they had basically told me right on the spot that I had liver cancer and it was a tumor.
Being diagnosed with cancer can be devastating, but Beard tried to keep a positive attitude to help him get through this difficult time.
I wasn't really sad or anything. It was more like shocking. It was shocking, and to my mom it was devastating. She cried instantly. She thought that I was probably gonna die, but I kept just trying to keep her positive and tell her that, it's nothing all that serious. I know cancer is a serious thing, but I was just trying to keep her positive and keep myself positive, and luckily I got through it.
Some days, Beard felt like giving up.
It was like after maybe the second treatment of chemo, I just had terrible body pains. Like, it was terrible. I couldn't stand it. I was unable to sleep at night. I wouldn't eat anything. I thought it was gonna be over at one point, but I just turned that negative into positive.
Beard says having a support system and staying positive can help cancer patients.
Just have to say, think positive. Don't go down on yourself like I did that one time. Just make sure you have friends and family around there to support you, just like I did. And obviously just hope for the best.
Marcellus Beard has been cancer-free for more than 7 years. Alicia Winston, Viking Views.
To learn more about liver cancer, visit cancer.org. The Nonprofit Leadership Alliance at Missouri Valley College is raising awareness to students about the struggle of being homeless. Viking Views' Guillermo Amasquita reports on how the NLA spent the night being homeless.
Every year, the NLA nonprofit organization sleeps outside to get a first-hand look on how homeless people live without shelter. For Haley Greer, she explains what NLA is.
We are Nonprofit Leadership Alliance. We are camping out on the quad right now. The meaning behind that is to raise awareness for homelessness. All week we're doing stuff for homeless awareness. We had a hunger banquet last night, and tonight we are sitting here camping. We're gonna play some frisbee football. We're just trying to get the campus to notice that we are out here and why we are out here. We have boxes up top over here in Ferguson. We're going to sleep in that tonight, and we're also going to do that tomorrow night.
For NLA member Madison Buck, she explains her experiences during the homeless awareness event.
For people who live in the boxes for this week, for today and tomorrow, basically we all talk about experiences and stuff. Like my experiences are I always get sick afterwards. So I kind of feel like homeless people, you know, they would probably health is very low.
Kate Grover says it was very eye-opening and challenging to stay warm with the limited items she had brought. Guillermo Mesquita, Viking Views.
NLA members do the homeless awareness once a year, and students are excited and preparing for next year's event. The start of the 2015-16 conference play is underway for the Missouri Valley College men's basketball team. William University and Grandview University were the two schools added to the Heart of America Athletic Conference this year, which pushes the conference play to start earlier than usual. Coach Lance describes what it means for the team and how the preparations affect them this year.
Obviously, conference is starting a lot earlier this year. You know, I think that in the preseason is usually a time for us to get acclimated to each other and figure out rotations and minutes played. And with the additions of the new teams this year coming to their conference play starts definitely early. So right now teams are searching and trying to get themselves prepared for conference. At the same time, with adding those two new schools to our conference, it already was one of the premier conferences in the country, and now it just becomes even tougher.
The next game for the Vikings in the Heart of America Athletic Conference is December 5th against Baker University in Baldwin City, Kansas. The Student Government Association hosted a blood drive. Viking Views' Felix Alvarado reports on the importance of giving blood.
The Red Cross comes to Missouri Valley College several times a school year. This time, close to 40 pints of blood were donated. Some students donate blood as a way to get service hours, others because they can help. But Bo Allen donates blood because it means a little bit more to him.
You do more of a difference than what you think. I give blood because my mom also receives blood transfusions because of her Crohn's disease. So, you know, you do more good than what you think you're actually doing when you're just putting blood in the bag. You're actually saving lives.
Bo Allen gives blood whenever he can, but he has yet to get over the pain of the needle and still cringes every time the needle goes into his skin. Blood that is donated is used locally, but if it's not needed, then it goes to military bases around Missouri. If it's not needed there, then it goes out of state for other people to use. Felix Alvarado, Viking Views.
The blood drive happens at least once a year. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, every 25 seconds, someone in America has a coronary event. The students at Missouri Valley College are working to make sure students know the importance of heart health. They held a hands-on CPR presentation outside the dining hall where students were taught hands-on CPR, how to identify symptoms of heart disease, and the importance of exercise. For more information on heart health, contact the Student Health Office. International Week helps students learn more about other cultures. Viking Views' Randy Beck reports on students trying international drinks for the first time.
Horchata is a typical American, Mexican, or Latin American drink. The International Club gave students a chance to win a gift card by trying the drink or taking a picture with a student of a different culture. Imani Johnson, International Student Service Coordinator, says International Week is less about food and more about the cultural diversity.
So International Education Week is basically celebrating the diversity in the United States and on all the campuses, and as well as on our individual campuses, and it's just a way to get the word out there about international students, and hopefully U.S. students and other U.S. citizens will learn some fun facts along the way.
Missouri Valley College hosts students from more than 39 countries. Randy Beck, Viking Views.
The International Club hosted a fair introducing students to international foods, music, and trivia. Missouri Valley College senior student Christina Bautista, an English major, wrote a novel not only for her senior thesis, but a project for grad school. Bautista reads the first chapter of her novel, The Creation, in the Mural Library. She came up with the idea for the plot from a dream she once had. And at the beginning of the project 2 years ago, with the help of Dr. Lauren Gruber, now Bautista has made her dream into a 15-chapter novel. Holidays are right around the corner, and what better way to give a gift than giving a book?
College Student Missouri State Teachers Association hosts an annual book fair for the past 11 years. The Scholastic Book Fair have benefits for the education majors as well as the college.
Well, the money that we get here from the book fair, all of the profits that we do, we donate them to a school. So this year we're doing an inner city school in Chicago, which is one of the schools that one of our SMSTA members is affiliated with.
Book Fair is primarily a service project for the SMSTA organization, says Professor Linda Gordon. This year, the organization is donating 2 boxes of books to the Henry Yeagle School. Also, the organization is donating $200 to the MVC Lab School.
I am here shopping today because I have cousins who are younger, and I feel like there's some books here that they would probably like, and nothing like a book to be a good Christmas present. It's right around the corner. Well, it's convenient because it's right on campus, right by the CAF in Ferguson. Like, all my classes are Ferguson, so I can't not walk by this every day.
The organization sold about $1,500 worth of books, says Gordon.
Over the years, the SMSTA organization has given around $6,000 worth of books to local and extended projects. The Song of the Carolers were heard throughout Missouri Valley's campus as the annual Hanging of the Greens took place on the quad. The event kicked off with dinner and desserts provided by Fresh Ideas in the Charles Bacon Room. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and other Christmas songs played as the guests enjoyed their meal. After dinner, the crowd made its way to the front of the Malcolm Center, where the first wreath was hung. Christmas carols were sung as the group moved from building to building. Each stop, a part of a Christmas story was told. The Hanging of the Greens is one of the longest-running traditions of Missouri Valley's campus. The Division of Fine Arts had its Celebration of Christmas holiday show November 19th through the 21st. Viking Views' Ashley Lorenz reports on how the show not only celebrated the holidays, but also the retirement of one MVC professor.
This year's annual holiday music show was the last for one of Missouri Valley College's fine arts professors. The director of the MVC choirs and division chair of the fine arts, Diana Malin, is retiring this upcoming May.
This is hard. I think that the realization will hit me Saturday night, probably when I walk away and know that that's it. Now, I still have spring semester, but you know, the Christmas show has always been real special. And so I think Saturday night it will probably hit me that, oh, that's the last one. So.
Malin has been working at Missouri Valley College for over 30 years and has directed countless choir performances. She says she'll not only miss working with the choirs, but also the students she's had the pleasure of working with.
I think one of the things that has always been rewarding is to watch and work with students and watch them grow while they're here. I'll miss that part. You know, I don't live very far from the college. I just live around the corner. So it'll be kind of hard, knowing it being so close and yet so far.
Maylin grew up in a musical home and does not plan on stopping music after she retires. She wants to continue singing on her own and will also still be a part of the Valley community.
I do some adjunct teaching, and so I might still be connected in that way. And certainly if there's something I can do to help, sure.
Maylin has already begun looking at music for the spring concert. The last MVC choir show she will direct. Ashley Lorenz, Viking Views.
MVC's choir's spring concert will be in April. That's the final Viking Views for this semester. I'm Courtney Campbell. Thanks for watching.